Hey, it's Josh with the Living in Central PA team coming to you from downtown York. Have you been considering moving to York County, Pennsylvania? You've probably heard a lot of great things about this part of our great state, and I am here to confirm that they are all true and then some. If you're moving to York County, you're in for a treat. There's a great mix of history, modern amenities, along with safe, family-oriented neighborhoods, and actually a lot of new built communities as well, which we'll show you. We've been looking forward to this one for a while, so let's go ahead and get real with it right now.
Like Josh said, we're going to give you a vlog tour of York County today. We're going to take you to the southernmost point, the northernmost point, the westernmost point, and right in York City, where we are right now, standing in front of the courthouse. York County is surrounded by the Susquehanna River, the Maryland border to the south, and connected to neighboring counties like Lancaster, which is right across the Susquehanna River, Cumberland County, which is to the north, and Adams County to the west, with major highways like Interstate 83 and Route 30 weaving through the region. Accessibility is key for residents here. York County's strategic location has made it a hotspot for warehousing and logistics along Interstate 83, attracting those who work in Maryland but prefer the perks of living in Pennsylvania. The county boasts a population of just over 462,000, making it the 9th most populous region in the state. When it comes to education, York has a lot of opportunities, with 16 public school districts, a Penn State campus, a HAC campus, which is Harrisburg Area Community College, and a York College campus. Plus, proximity to major cities like Baltimore, DC, Philadelphia, and New York positions York as an ideal hub for both work and play.
Today we are going to discover some unique areas here in York County. From the southern charm of New Freedom and Shrewsbury to the snack food capital of the United States in Hanover, which is in the western part of the county, to Red Lion and Dallastown on the east side of the county, and everywhere in between. Each of these areas has its own unique history and charm. We're going to show you some of the great amenities like the York Fair, the Central Market, and so many other great things to do. We'll then head north towards Cumberland County and the rural atmosphere that is available up there, the outdoor adventures and some landmarks like Ski Round Top and others. We'll show you many of the school districts, like Aaron mentioned, that there's so many here in York County. And on this virtual tour, we'll showcase the diverse charm and opportunities that will await you here in York County if you decide that this is your next home. So come along with us and enjoy the tour. So New Freedom and Shrewsbury are essentially sister cities, being located within just a few miles of each other down in the southern part of York County towards the Maryland border. Both of these boroughs are historic and dating back to about the mid-1800s and really came on the map because of the railroad, in this case the Northern Central Railroad. That played a huge part in the heritage of this part of York County. And even to this day, you can see remnants of that with the York County Heritage Rail Trail, which is a hiking trail that you can take where you're walking actually along the tracks, the train tracks, and some of the bridges and beautiful architecture of the railways. So that part of the history is still very alive and well. These are small boroughs with population sizes of under 5,000 each, and they're just quiet, nice, leisurely communities. Some of the popular things to do include the New Freedom Lions Club Carnival, which is held annually. There's the Shrewsbury Antique Market, which features over 100,000 square feet and 3 floors of incredible antiques. There's also great outdoor stuff to do. I mentioned the rail trail, but there's also community parks and a lot of hiking and biking trails and outdoor activities, as well as boating and water sports.
So we're starting you out here at the southernmost point of Pennsylvania in York County. We just crossed over from Maryland, probably about a half a mile back on the back road, and now we're in New Freedom, Pennsylvania. So this is going to be the southernmost city as you're going down Interstate 83. New Freedom and then Shrewsbury. So we're going to show you around here a little bit, and then we're going to take you to the first house of the day.
All right, so we're at our first stop here in York County at the southernmost point here in Shrewsbury. We are just a few miles from the Maryland border. We are a stone throw from Interstate 83, and we are here in this brand new development called Sussex Place. You can see these townhomes behind me. The price point here is between $300 to $350 for about 1,500 square feet. You're looking anywhere between $200 to $220 a foot. And again, be the first person to live in these beautiful condos. There is a monthly HOA here, which takes care of your common area maintenance. And it would be perfect for somebody that would want to work in Maryland and enjoy the workplace opportunities there, but also the quality of life, the lower cost of living here in Pennsylvania. So again, really nice location here in Shrewsbury. The town of Shrewsbury is very charming. We'll show you some footage of that as we make our way back up 83 and show you some nice spots along the way. What's up? Here we are in Hanover Square. We're in downtown Hanover, Pennsylvania. The name Hanover comes from the German province of the same name, spelled differently with 2 N's instead of 1, but that is probably why the prevalence of the pretzel culture is so big here in Hanover. You might have heard of Snyder's of Hanover, as well as Utz and Martin's potato chips all come out of Hanover. Hanover is the snack capital of the United States, and we'll show you around. We did some factory tours earlier and got some awesome snacks, which I had to make Aaron take away from me because I was eating them all in the car. Delicious, right off the factory floor. But again, we're in this very old school, old world town square here. Hanover does go back to the early to mid 1700s. Interesting fact about Hanover, this territory was disputed between Pennsylvania and Maryland in terms of the border. So Charles Dixon and Jeremiah Mason were 2 surveyors that came out and settled the dispute once and for all between the border between southern Pennsylvania and northern Maryland. So that's where the Mason-Dixon line comes from, which we were just moments from when we were in Shrewsbury. Some great things about Hanover are the history. Again, in addition to the history of the Mason-Dixon line, Hanover played a big role in the Civil War because of its proximity to Gettysburg. And a lot of the heavy industry and manufacturing that is still alive and well here in Hanover today started then as a way to produce munitions and supplies for the troops in the war effort. So again, like many of the small towns in Pennsylvania, which we've brought to you over the course of our channel, this has the old world charm, as well as some beautiful neighborhoods, some new built communities, and a lot of wonderful amenities for the locals. And we're going to show you all that right now.
So here we are at our second neighborhood of the day, located just outside of Hanover. We were just in the middle of the square just a few minutes ago. It's probably about 4 or 5 minutes down the road. And like Josh was talking about earlier, a lot of new build houses going on in and around Hanover. This is one of them. This is a neighborhood of Thornberry Hunt, built by Myers Homes. These homes are ranch homes. They feature 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, roughly about a little over 2,000 square feet, with a price tag of right around $500,000. That puts the price per square foot right around $248 per square foot. The taxes are gonna run you a little on the higher side for York County. It's coming in just shy of $10,000 a year. Let's take you around and show you the neighborhood and inside the house.
Stop of the day, we are in Towne, the borough of Towne here in York County. Now, just before this, we were in Hanover. That was our last stop. Hanover is at the westernmost part of York County. So now we've traversed the county and we are in the eastern part of York County now, just a little southeast of York City, which we'll visit next. Now, you might hear locals refer to the Towne Red Lion area. And those are because they are sister cities. They're just a few miles apart. They were incorporated around the same time and they share a lot of the same amenities. Very similar towns. Again, built in the mid-1800s, as you can see from the stylings of these beautiful colonial Victorians behind me. Now, this one in particular, the whitewash brick, was built in 1895. So it's got some beautiful design features of that old world style, mixed with some modern upgrades that the sellers have implemented. So at a price point of $259.9 for about 3,200 square feet, you're only at about $80 a square foot, which is significantly less than the other homes that we've shown you. And again, a lot of that old world charm mixed with the modernizations. So we are just moments from the downtown area of the borough, on a quiet street here. Towne is nice. There's only about 4,500 people that live in the borough itself. And again, you are close to some other great towns and great amenities in this area. We're gonna show you inside this beautiful Victorian behind me, and then we're gonna make our way up to York City.
All right, so our next community for today is going to be in the township of Shrewsbury, just minutes from downtown where we just were. I would say about 5-10 minutes. This community features a lot of ranch homes as well as Cape Cods. The one here we're featuring has 4 bedrooms, 4 full baths, and 3,600 square feet. With a price point of $425,000. That puts it right about $119 per square foot. The taxes are gonna run you about $7,300 per year. And like I said, this is in the Shrewsbury Township, York County. Let's take you around the neighborhood and show you the inside.
So York County certainly has a rich history going back to originally when it was first laid out, the 1740s, well before this country was established. And there are stories of certain statesmen and politicians coming through different parts of York County on their way to Philadelphia for the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And we've talked earlier about the relevance of Hanover and Gettysburg, obviously in the Civil War, and making a huge mark on American history from that perspective. So York goes back quite a while. With that said, there is a lot of historical stuff to do. There's a lot of great stuff going on in the downtown area. There's of course the York Fair, which is America's oldest fair, dating back to 1765. And over the decades, the fair has changed in many ways to keep up with the times, attracting some world-class entertainment. There's always amazing bands there and musicians, as well as performances of all kinds with dance and music and vendors of all kinds, arts and crafts and such. There's of course the York Central Market, which is a historic public market located right downtown, and that's been going strong for about 125 years. So that's another reminder of the storied history, and that's really a great central location downtown. There's the Yorktown Hotel, which we stopped into. We'll show you a look at that. That's a very nice hotel as well. So just enjoying a weekend in the downtown area, you could make a lot of time to do stuff there. There's a lot to do. They have a baseball team called the York Revolution. That's a professional minor league team, but it is a member of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball, which is partnered with the MLB. So a lot of those guys do matriculate up to the major leagues, and it's a great place to watch a ball game there at Wellspan Park. Wellspan is the predominant hospital provider in York County, and it's been growing rapidly over the years, attracting some of the best medical practitioners and doctors. Overall, York downtown is beautiful. There's so much going on, so much to see, beautiful neighborhoods, all different styles, a lot of the colonial Victorians on Market Street and downtown, as well as a lot of modern new builds and everything in between. So it's a really, really, really great place, offering something for everybody.
So we were just down in the square here in York, and we wanted to stop in this beautiful hotel. It's called the Yorktown Hotel. I've stayed here before, probably back in 2015. This hotel has been the cornerstone of the downtown area since about 1925, and they recently did a renovation. They partnered with Hilton Corporation and did a beautiful renovation here. We're going to show you around some of the hotel. Today is actually the 1-year anniversary of that renovation, and they're going to be having a cocktail hour here this afternoon. We wanted to stop in. If you're local to York, you got to stay here, or if you're visiting from out of town, you got to check this place out. 125 guest rooms, 20 of which are suites, and just did a beautiful multi-million-dollar renovation and partnered with Hilton to revitalize this wonderful landmark here in York. All right, so we're at our 5th stop of the day here. We're in West York. Now, Aaron just came to us from East York at that nice home that we just showed you earlier, and now we're in the Bentley Croft development here in Manchester Township, York County. These beautiful homes here are mostly colonial style and some Cape Cod. This particular home behind us is just over 2,000 square feet, about 2,045 square feet, with a price range right on the dot at $400,000. So you're at about $195 a foot. This was built in 2003. We're in the Central York School District here in West York. This guy has a lot of good things to say about this neighborhood too. He really enjoys living here. So we're gonna chat with him, and we're gonna walk around and show you the inside, and then we're heading up to Dillsburg.
Here we are at our final community of the day, and what a day it's been. Josh and I started at 9 o'clock this morning, and now it's almost to 5 o'clock in the evening. We're at the most northern part of York County, just minutes away from Cumberland County, and about 5 or so minutes from Dillsburg. This is a fairly new community. Actually, the street name doesn't even come up on Google Maps yet. Right now, there's 3 houses being built, and more to come. These homes feature 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths, and 1 half bath. Just shy of 4,000 square feet, and the price point is right around $970,000, which makes the price per square foot right around $248. These homes also have 2 acres of land to them. They're built by Landmark Homes, which is a fairly large builder in the central Pennsylvania area. Let's take you around the community and show you some of these beautiful houses.
So we're finishing up our tour, coming back up 83 North, back towards Cumberland County. And we wanted to show you Shrewsbury. This is Shrewsbury here. You can see this beautiful horse farm to my right as we drive. And this is quintessential Shrewsbury. These homes here really have large land parcels, a lot more privacy than some of the other places in York County, and affordable homes. Your money can get you a lot here in Shrewsbury. And it's interesting because there is a mix of beautiful residential homes and land like we see here, with some rural aspects to it, but there's also a lot of heavy industry here and logistics due to Shrewsbury's proximity to Route 83 as being a major logistics hub. You know, being close to Harrisburg and being situated close to the capital city also makes Shrewsbury a great location for warehousing. There's a lot of headquarters here for a lot of logistics companies such as FedEx and many others. So we wanted to let you know that Shrewsbury would be a good option if you're thinking about living in York County, but closer to the Cumberland County border.
It's going to wrap up our video for today on York County. If you enjoyed it, like usual, make sure you subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications. That way you can be the first to know about the current market right here in Central PA. This is Aaron and Josh with the Living in Central PA team. Until next time, keep it real.